Rain again. Another day of slippery wet London pavements, keeping hotel doormen busy enough protecting guests with brollies and hailing cabs. Inside this London hotel here on Piccadilly, guests of Investment Week's Climate Change and Ethical Investment Awards are preoccupied with big weather, the kind that's affecting all our futures right around the globe. The debate that's going on at this conference couldn't be more crucial. As the world's economies lie in the trough of the longest global recession in living memory, these delegates' jobs make them responsible for managing and matching the funding of companies' projects that protect the planet. The talk here is all about climate change investment themes, ethical investment, and delivering sustainable returns on investments. As the winners collected their hard-earned awards, I asked what one single event around climate change and SRI occurring over the last year has given them most cause for cheer.
I think the thing that's given me the most cause for cheer is that we're seeing increasing institutional interest in our wind farm business. And as the institutions come in, that will broaden the appeal of renewable energy, and we think that's a very exciting development, and one we see continuing into the next year and beyond.
We think on the proxy voting that the move to giving investors a mandatory vote on corporate governance is a real fillip, and we also like the Access to Nutrition Index, which is coming into line, which will look at scoring and rating companies on their lifestyle and well-being offer in terms of obesity and nutrition value.
We've had a lot of M&A activity, we've had interest in the sector, we've had new IPOs coming out, we've had political backing, we've also had subsidies being kept to despite the European crisis and all of the other turmoil that we're seeing, and there is a commitment and ongoing inflows into the sector. So a lot of different events which would give us cheer in this space at the moment.
Well, I might answer this one in the negative. I think that the thing that has least given me cause for cheer was the Rio Plus 20 summit. I think it's a bit concerning when the most influential person at a summit like that is Richard Branson.
So much for the year that was in it. But the networking going on here is all about the future. Which sectors and projects are attracting attention and investors? We asked the award winners what they think will be the main investment themes going forward into 2013.
I think the most important thing to remember about 2013 is not to lose sight of thematic and environmental investing. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had extremely difficult market environments. And I think, and what I've heard from the market, is people will suggest that attention and focus on environmental issues perhaps will be put onto the back burner. I think the most important thing about the coming years is that we don't actually lose sight of it, even if we have difficult market environments.
So we're positive on markets in 2013, and we favour Asia and Europe versus Japan and the US. And within the environmental sector, we're positive on the water infrastructure space, where we believe that the secular growth. We're becoming more positive on energy efficiency, as we think that the economic environment is going to improve, and those are more economically sensitive sectors. And we remain cautious on renewable energy because of the overcapacity and the withdrawal of some of the subsidies in that sector. And in addition, we're still somewhat cautious on the waste management sector because we're not seeing the multiplier effect in terms of the GDP really kicking in there. So it's very much water infrastructure because of secular growth, energy efficiency because of some economic sensitivity and leverage to that. And we also like the testing and environmental space.
The thing that's really exciting us in 2013 is continued upside in forestry. Forestry values have gone up, but timber prices are still really quite low, and we see significant potential for upside in timber prices looking forward into the new year and beyond.
The fund strategies that we invest in on environmental solutions basis look at demographics, infrastructure and resource efficiency. They're still the main focus of the fund, and we will continue to look within that space. Primarily some of the areas which have done particularly well for us have been on the sustainable consumption side and some of the energy efficiency stocks where you get a very short payback in some of the technologies and provisions provided. I would imagine that we would continue to invest in that space, but we would also be looking for water and other areas as well.
I think that food and water are becoming increasingly important as sustainability themes. We have an enormous demographic pressure, we have huge population growth and not enough either water or food to meet the needs. So that's something that we're going to have to think about more and more.
We think in 2013 the main themes will be around commodities, challenges faced by the planet and people, around food, water and sustainability. So we've done research in those areas and we believe that those will be the main themes for 2013.